Now we're going to turn it over to Colorado, where Christy Kruzik is at Red Rocks Amphitheater today, counting the clock for the Global Dance Music Festival. It's about to begin.
Right now, she's with the show opener, DJ Joman.
All right, so here we are. They're just about to start sound check. You could hear them sound checking in the back. And take a look at these stands. I mean, they're empty right now, but in a couple hours, it is going to be filled to the brim with ravers and dancers and partiers, and I cannot wait. But in the meantime, since we're just hanging out waiting for the party to start, I thought I would give you a little backstage tour of Red Rocks. You know, not a lot of people get to see this. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Here, of course, is Phil. High five. He keeps out all the riffraff. So right behind me, that is where you go to get on stage. But what I'd like to do is take you backstage. So as we head down here, straight ahead, you'll see the secret tunnel at Red Rocks, which is where I'm going to bring Nadia Ali later tonight. And one of the great things about Backstage is they have this amazing photography. This is a picture of Fish from their live performance here at Red Rocks, the string cheese incident. All of the great legends who have played here are on this wall. I mean, take a look. There's Emmylou Harris. This is a photo from like the 70s, but what's funny is she was actually here performing on Wednesday, and I was at that show, and it was amazing. We got ZZ Top, Neil Young, the goddess that is Stevie Nicks. How do you not love Stevie Nicks? Right here we have the catering kind of section, and one of the best things about Red Rocks is they have amazing food here. So whenever you're like working, you always try to get a meal ticket because you can always get fed like amazing food. As we're continuing, you can see Sting, Ringo Starr. And over here, starting with last year, they have a rundown of every artist that's ever played at Red Rocks. And actually, right behind me is DJ Joman. How are you?
Good, how are you?
So good to see you. Hey, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So in case you guys don't know, DJ Joman he is playing the main stage at Red Rocks in about an hour. Yep. How are you feeling?
I couldn't be more excited. For a lot of artists, getting to play at Red Rocks is kind of the pinnacle. It's considered one of the biggest and best venues in the world. So the fact that I'm getting to stand where some of my favorite artists have stood is mind-blowing to me. I could not be more excited.
And I gotta say, you're young, and you're playing the main stage at Red Rocks. So give us the Cliff's Notes version. Like, how did you get so far in such a short time?
Well, I've had a lot of help. I will say that much. My girlfriend does a great job of pretty much being my PR person, and she does all my photography and my press shots and stuff like that. The first label I got picked up was a local label called Velcro City Records, and the label manager, when I was releasing tracks on there a lot, he went out of his way to do everything he could to promote me and to get my music out there and to get me remixed by other artists and get me to have the opportunity to remix other artists. So I've had a lot of people that have put in a lot of work to get me where I am, and I'm nothing but thankful for all of them.
And you've done a lot of awesome remixes. Leah Luna, I know you just did one with Shiny Toy Guns. What's your favorite remix that you've done?
My favorite remix so far is probably the Shiny Toy Guns one, because I got to do that with a friend of mine called J. Scott G, who used to be in a pretty big trance group called Deep Sky. And it was a lot of fun to do that remix because it was kind of a fusion of electro, which is more what my sound gears towards, but he brought in kind of a glitchy breakbeat, like breakdown kind of element into it. So it has a little bit of old school and new school, and it's probably one of the more different tracks that I've had the opportunity to work on. So that's probably my favorite one so far.
So I have to be honest with you, my favorite remix that you've done is the It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. So you guys got to check this out. So he did a remix of the song Dayman from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and it blew up, right?
Yeah. When I did it for fun. Let me start by saying that I'm a huge It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia fan. And I had the idea to remix Dayman and turn it into a dubstep track like probably about a year before I actually did it. So by the time I started doing it, I had the whole thing pretty much mapped out in my head. And when I finally did it and put the YouTube video together, I was thinking maybe like 20,000 views or something like that, and it's skyrocketed to almost 1 million. It's getting thousands of plays a day, and people are commenting on it every day. It has like a cult following, just like the show does. So to know that I've reached that audience is really cool. And an even cooler thing is Glenn Howerton, the guy who plays Dennis, posted the video on his Twitter saying it was like the coolest thing he'd ever seen. plane. So when Allie woke me up the morning that happened, I pretty much like skyrocketed out of bed because I was so excited to go to the computer and see the tweet. So to know that one of the cast members saw it was way beyond anything I could have ever expected to happen.
So that's a pretty big like DJ rock star moment. But looking back, I know you've played all over the country. What's been your biggest like, I'm a DJ, I'm a rock star, I have to like pinch myself right now because this is actually happening? What has that been?
The last time I was in Orlando, actually, I headlined a club called the Roxy, and I had a couple of the local DJs. One of whom was a good friend of mine named John Debo, who opened for me, and I had no idea how packed the night was going to be, and I had no idea how hard everyone was going to be raging from start to finish for my entire set. It was so amazing. And they were there, like I wasn't opening for somebody, way up here. It was just me. So to have all those people there for me and raging the entire time was incredible.
Yeah, that must have felt amazing. What do your parents think of this? That's what I want to know. I mean, you're so young. What do your parents think of the fact that you're like this DJ traveling around the world playing sold-out shows?
My parents are very supportive. My dad is actually here tonight. He's somewhere up on the upper level. But this is going to be the first gig he's ever come to see me play at because he didn't want to miss the chance to see his son at Red Rocks. So I'm really happy to have him here, and they've been nothing but supportive. So.
Well, that's great. I'm so excited to see your live performance tonight. Really quickly, if people want to check out your music, where can they go?
They can go to www.jomanmusic.com. You can find my SoundCloud, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook fan page, everything right from there. So it's pretty easy to find.
All right, well, that's awesome. And make sure everybody at home is staying tuned because we're going to be broadcasting his set live later on tonight from Axs-TV. Back to you guys in Los Angeles.